Hello everybody, I don't know if you see me, but there you go. This is another review of a special set. This is the LEGO Creator Expert Gingerbread House, a LEGO store exclusive set. Not really that common to find, but I'm glad I have this because, well, it is, by the time of the time that this video is posting, it is nowhere near Christmas yet, but this is still available and it was released for Christmas. And maybe if you're planning to get an early Christmas present for your friends or something, this may convince you. So, let's take a look. Alright, here is the box. It's actually not that big as you expect, given that this is a $150 set. It is not an easy set to find though, I'll tell you that. So, this box does speak for itself, like it's something you don't really see it often. So, LEGO Creator Expert set 10267 with 1,477 pieces. And then on this side just shows yes, there's a light brick, and the house itself is 22 centimeters by 21 centimeters. So there's that. And then on the side, just more pictures. But the cool thing about this box is on the top, it shows all the pieces included in this set. Because normally they would include this in the instruction manual, but in this case, the instruction manual didn't have the parts list. They put it all on top of the box instead. But they still don't have the parts number, and the instructions still have that. But that's pretty cool. You actually get to see all the pieces included in the set. Because some people just get these sets for the sake of pieces. So this is useful. You can actually see the pieces inside. They should actually continue doing that for the rest of their LEGO sets. But I feel like, yeah, that is pretty unique. And then as for the back, just showing you everything you can do in the house. Showing you the light brick feature, which I will show you in a bit. But apart from that, yeah, that's the house itself. Not really too much to see here, but yeah, not a bad box for given that this is $150. Alright, let's kick things off by taking a look at the house itself. First, of course, is probably the main attraction of the set. And whether this is based off an actual edible gingerbread house from the gingerbread house building kits or just like a fantasized depiction, either way it looks pretty good. I like how it turned out. It's a little bit too small though. I would say maybe like make it like a little bit bigger, but given its value, like, yeah, I really feel like that should have been a tad bit bigger. But apart from that, the overall design of the house, it is not bad at all. I'm genuinely very happy with how it turned out, and definitely looks like a nice little compact, cozy little house. So first of all, the color scheme is very dark brown. A traditional gingerbread house is usually more on the light side, but I feel like the dark brown on this, in this case, it looks better. I think it was a much consistent thing that they've done this on a what's it called, like to make it darker. So let's start off by taking a look at the bottom. Okay, the bottom here is just a white base plate, which is to represent snow. Good, at least you're not putting this over terrain or like grass or anything. It depicts the set pretty well. Over here you've got a I guess a picnic table, or just a table outside with some snow covering over it. It's a cool little side build. And over here you've got a little more extra logs for the fireplace. And while we're out here, we might as well take a look at the windows, because the windows here, I think they are to represent like candy pieces, assuming this would be a real life edible gingerbread house. But I like the glistening it shows. It has a very nice like glitter effect on it. I think they've done a pretty good job on that. It is pretty well executed. Very, very happy with how that looked, because it just gives another dimension of the overall look of it. So moving on down here now, we've got the campfire itself with an axe on the side, and just the entire thing acts like a whole chimney, like that. And that is actually where a light brick kicks in. So the campfire is down there. If you look closely enough, you can actually see there is like a little fence piece at the back. And yeah, that's just the overall light. So now let me show you how the light brick works on the house here. So up here, you've got a little switch. See that little like bulge sticking out? So you gotta press down on that. And what that does is you'll basically light up the campfire with it. That's where the brick piece of the set is. So to do that, you just press on that, and you can see the campfire lights up. So let me just zoom in on the campfire for a better angle. Just like that. Now, it will obviously like look a lot more, it'll show more in the dark, but even with just normal light, you can see the thing is like starting to light itself up, although occasionally you can pop off some pieces along with it, which is a little bit unfortunate. But you know what? That's great. I mean, this set does have a light brick, and sets with light bricks are pretty well done. Now let's look at the roof design. The roof design is very steep. I mean, given that lots of snow will be piling on top, it makes sense. They need to make the roof steep enough so all the snow can slide off easily. But look at on the side of the roofs. You got like little like different colored dots on there, acting more like M&Ms or like little candy bites. It gives a lot of different colors to the roof, and I think that is a very smart choice. They've done a very good job on that, and yeah, obviously there's a lot of snow given the fact that the amount of white on it, but I think it turned out pretty well. And just notice a tiny detail in here that acts like the end of a candy cane. So that is a very smart idea. Also show you on this side, this is more of the M&Ms once again, giving the roof, yeah, I feel like the different colored effect is very good. Maybe I would like to see some red. I feel like this house is missing a little bit of red, like candy effects on the roof. But apart from that, this is a pretty neat house design. The front, very steep roofs, but again, it looks pretty darn well. So now, down here, back to the main entrance. You get the front door, you got the lanterns, and then you've also got the candy canes with candy lane. You can adjust these candy canes to however position you want. In this case, I have it here. You got a red and white candy cane, and you got a yellow and white candy cane as well. And then on the top of the door, you just get a simple Christmas wreath, and that's very well. And then at the bottom, there is a doormat. There is a I don't know if you can see it, but it says Home Sweet Home, and that is, yes, that is a sticker piece acting on the front door right here. So we do that, and then we can open the door, which will allow us to go inside, which I'll show you in a second. And just to show you on this side, there's just more of those windows, glistening windows, and then more of the roof. And then as for the other side, right here, it's just another door. You can see there's a side entrance with another Christmas wreath on top and another candy statue or pillar thing. So where all the main stuff happens, of course, is at the back of the house, which has all the main details and all the interior designs and everything. So let's start off first by taking a look at the top. Now the thing is, it is open back, so this allows you to for playing purposes, you can access the back a lot easier. So starting here, we got a bed. I think this is supposed to represent a chocolate bar or something. Whatever. In this case, it is still a pretty good bed. You got a cotton candy, what's it called? Cotton candy lamp, and then you got a baby crib here for the baby gingerbread. Very nice. I feel like this is a pretty good bedroom design. Not bad at all. And then moving on here, we've got the bathroom. So we've got the toilet, we've got the bathtub, no shower, all right. And then over here, I believe those are just towels, different colored towels. So I think the bathtub is pretty well designed, but I'm not really a big fan of how the toilet turned out. So moving on down here, we're moving on to the main ground level. And this is where the majority of the house interior happens. And yes, you can also see the campfire from here as well, or the fireplace, of course, for like those long cold winter nights. You can chill by the campfire sipping hot chocolate like that. So I don't know if you can see it light up, but let me just zoom in a little bit closer. There you go. You can see the campfire, fireplace. I keep mixing that up from here too. Then you've also got a big love seat. I think that's a love seat, but that is very cozy, very compact. And then you got, on top of the fireplace, you got the Christmas mittens. You know, the mittens for Santa to put his presents in. That's a pretty nice build. And on the side, you just got more candy canes and stuff. And then moving on up here, we've got just a little family portrait, you know, of the Gingerbread family. Very, very nice. That is a sticker piece. And then you've got the 2 torches on the side, or candles on the side. And then we go on to this side, we got the door, of course, where they came in, and then you got the floor pattern, which has a pretty nice floor pan with an extra stud sticking out. That's so you can actually put a minifigure on it without having it fall. And then here is the kitchen itself. So if I turn the model around, you can actually see. So we've got, on this side, we've got almost like a cupboard full of candy and stuff, and you got a pan handling there. Then you got the main stove with an oven underneath. Very nice. That's the exhauster. Then we've got a cookie drawer. Yes, the handles are cookies. Then you got a mug, and you just got the classic sink to wash those dishes, you know. So the kitchen is pretty nice. The kitchen design, I think, worked out pretty well. As for this side, you've got basically like just a desktop with another mug and just a plate of cookie just for Santa. And then if you look further there, that is the side entrance. So overall, I feel like this house is very, very good for playing, not for displaying. Like, it would sure look nice if you were like setting up a Christmas party or something. You want to make the house look nice. This will definitely look good on the shelf or something. But the main intent of this house, I really believe it is for the play purpose. Kids will have a lot of fun interacting with all sorts of different things happening in this house. So that is the main house, and I think overall the house turned out really well. I like it a lot, and it worked out very well. Okay, this set has a lot, and I mean a lot of side builds. Like, there are a lot of side builds. So let's go over each and every individual one of them just for the sake of you guys knowing what's there. So number one, the biggest thing here, of course, is this brick built Christmas tree. Very nice tree with the star on the top. I really like the design of the star. The star turned out very well. And the overall tree itself, lots of different ornament colors with the 1 studs on there. Very nice. And the overall tree just looks very traditional and looks like a very well done Christmas tree. And this will look like a pretty good polybag set for all I know. I think, yeah, this would definitely be a cool polybag set on its own, just a tree plus like a minifigure or something like that. So that's the Christmas tree. Next thing here, we've got the quote-unquote lawnmower. More like the snow mower or something. You got the exhaust thrust here. You got the main handle here. And then over here, you just got the rotating blades to, I don't know, saw the snow or something. So again, another cool, this would be a pretty cool polybag set if Lego was going to sell this model itself on its own. So this is a pretty neat side build for sure. Next thing is the baby crib cart. You know, the baby carrier for the baby Gingy. Unfortunately, the wheels don't really move that well, but the wheels do have cookies on there, and I think the design of this crib is pretty nice. You can actually fit, again, because the baby is a 1x2 tile piece, you can just simply slip it in like that. And apart from that, it is not a bad design at all. The crib here looks absolutely fantastic. Now we got this thing. I think this is called the seesaw or something like that, but very nice build of a horse, and definitely can actually get the rocking effect going on. So again, that's a very nice side build. And you've got the train, more like a toy train, but for a small scale toy train, it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty nice. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. But yeah, the train itself, it looks pretty decent. I like the way it turned out. obviously for a small style train. Won't have a lot of details, but they've done their best. They've done their best. Next up here we've got, I'm just gonna assume this is another car of the train, but a much smaller scale. Very simple, straightforward build, but there's that. And then we just got a couple presents here. This one's got a pretzel on it, and then this one's got like a heart on it. I don't know, I guess this one's for the baby or something. But apart from that, it's a couple just side present builds. And then finally, the last thing, okay, I think this is also another present, but it is heart-shaped. And the overall build, very straightforward, but it makes, I think this one looks pretty good in my opinion. So that is all the side builds all covered. Now let's take a look at the minifigures. So there are two minifigures in this set. You got the dad Gingy and you got the mom Gingy. And doesn't really count, but you've got the baby Ginge as well. But the baby Gingy is a 2x2 tile piece, not pile piece. But that really disappointed me. Like, why is the baby a flat 2x2 tile piece? I was expecting this to be like a micro figure or something, or maybe like an actual baby figure. This is very disappointing. Like, at least there's a baby, but the way it came out, I really wish Lego has the power to make a small micro figure. Why didn't they do that instead of just a mold? Given the fact that this set is pretty expensive anyways, they might as well. And I'm very disappointed with the way the baby turned out. But apart from that, like the dad figure itself, of course, it's just what you expect from a normal gingerbread minifigure. Very flat head, which of course can still be rotated. But yeah, the baby is just utterly disappointing, and I don't like the way it turned out. Now, of course, we've also got the mom figure. Mom here apparently has a skirt. Again, flat face as well, but she's got a pink interior instead of a brown interior like dad. So I feel like mom has a better design instead of dad, but she does have a milk bottle to feed the 2x1 tile child again. Yeah, so the minifigure selection, of course, makes sense. It's a gingerbread house. You need to have the Gingy figures, but like the baby, man, the baby is so disappointing. I'm not happy with that. The gingerbread house, given the value of this set, is about $150 with tax and everything. But it will look a little bit deceiving. It does look a bit small at first. Looks a little like too small to be 150. But given that inside there's a lot of small builds, lots of different accessories, and yeah, there's just a lot of things, a lot of details. So the price, it actually does make sense. I feel like the price is reasonable, but of course it could have been better. It could have gone down quite the amount. But apart from that, I feel like the house itself, I am very satisfied with how it turned out. The overall build is very nice. Just the roof design, given that the fact it's very steep. Wow, it's very steep, but it turned out very well. I'm just generally very happy. And inside, the interior of the house, you can do so much inside the house. There's just so much you can do, and this will be an excellent play set, even when it's not Christmas. But the only disappointing thing, of course, is the baby. I don't like how the baby is a 1x2 tile. Why? Lego could just, they made it a micro figure. If that baby was a micro figure, the baby Gingy, then it will make the set 10 times better and just perfect the way it is. But every set's got its flaws, and unfortunately this set's flaw comes with the figures. But apart from that, everything else in this house is very good, very unique, and I'm very satisfied with it. So I'm going to give the house just an overall rating of 9 out of 10. 1 point off just because of the baby. But apart from that, that is my opinion for this creator expert review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button to the channel and like the video. Show the support. And that's it for this one. See you in the next one. And yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.